Hello and welcome to the Legends of Tabletop podcast. We are after like a year and a half gonna finish up this scenario tonight. It's called Open Season.
Yeah, this
We
was supposed to be our Halloween game. Happy New Year.
Hey, look, people are busy. It's the holidays. Like it's fine. Like we get everything done.
So not fun.
All right, we'll give a synopsis of the last session. Vivian got a call from a wealthy benefactor named Blanche Madison. Her son, along with a companion, went up to Vermont to do some hunting and subsequently went missing. They were both capable outdoorsmen and hunters. There was an investigation at that time, but the weather started to turn and it was called off. The supplies were still at the cabin, including the car. Looked like they had been out hunting and just hadn't returned. The team assembled. Vivian, called Harry. Harry called Georgie. We got the whole group together. Our contact in Putnam, which is a little town outside of where the hunting cabin is named Eugene. He drove us part way up to the cabin, and then we had to walk the rest of the way. He wasn't nervous or said anything weird about what was going on, but as we were walking through the forest, Harry did see some shapes in the trees, probably bats, although it's weird because they were whispering. I don't think bats whisper, although apparently they do purr, so that's a thing. Makes them even cuter than they were. I do believe that Eugene did tell us, though, that there was a report of a bear with rabies or mange or some sick bear. So they were cordoning off the mountain. There's no hunting, no hiking. For all intents and purposes, things were closed down. He took off. We got a fire going. There was a deer that approached the cabin as we were kind of like getting things set up. Penelope saw this thing. It looked like it was following up the trail that we had come up, which maybe is kind of weird. As it got closer to the window, it was all kinds of like not good. I mean, not a mangy bear, but like a mangy deer, perhaps. It charges the window, starts shaking its head around. Georgie dropped a shotgun, maybe not really tried to kill Viv, but whatever. Georgie went outside to take a shot at it, and it kicked him and I'd say gored him, but got him with one of the horns. He got a little tore up by that. Doc was able to fix him up. Other things didn't happen that happened, but it's fine. In the morning, we took off, left from the cabin, and headed north, following a blood trail. We found an area where it looked like something had happened. It was some fight, whatever. We got deeper into the woods. We saw some trail ribbons, some hunting markers, presumably marking out the area that they typically go hunting in. As we tried to follow the trail a little bit farther, lost it. But what we did find instead was another one of those deer encased in a not a block of ice, but like a mound of ice. And as we were pondering that, a man and a woman approached with a shotgun partially raised, and the female companion called out to ask if we were okay. So we're gonna pick it up from there and see what happens.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. Yeah. All right, so the man, and now that you get a better look at him, they're both dressed for the outdoors. Boots, gloves, hats, scarves, heavy coats. You see that she has a large caliber revolver on her belt in a neat holster. And the man also has a sidearm, a knife, and a shotgun. They come over. They start, walking over, hand raised. He kind of, holding the shotgun, safety on, crook of his arm. And he says, "What are you guys doing up here? The hiking and hunting have been banned because of the current situation with the bear. Did you not get the notice?"
Yeah, no, we could ask the same thing of you, I guess. No, we're out here looking for a friend went missing, maybe about 5 days ago. Yeah, it just looked like they walked away from the cabin and never came back. You haven't seen anybody up here, have you?
We've seen tracks. We've been trying to track down anyone who might have run afoul of the bear as we try and hunt it down. He says he takes out a notepad and then kind of opens up his jacket, and you see that he's wearing the forestry uniform with a badge displayed. And he takes out a pad and a paper and says, "Hi, can I get your names, please?" And the woman comes forward and says, "I'm Vivian Shaw of the Rutland Herald. Would you guys be okay going on record?"
Oh, yeah, no kidding. This is Viv, too.
I wave.
I'm sorry, her name's Violet.
Oh, Violet.
Did I
okay.
say Vivian? It's
You
Violet.
did, yeah.
Sorry, it's Violet.
I got so excited. I thought your name was mine. Hi, I'm Vivian Pemberton. Nice to
And
meet
I
you.
will prove it, but I'm not going to share a screen. But it is Violet Shaw.
Yeah. We go on record. Harry Stanton, private investigator out of New York. How's it going? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And he asked the rest. Molly, you can roll credit rating.
Oh, go ahead.
Georgie, you can introduce yourself.
Oh, no. Georgie just nods his head and goes, how's it going?
Don't give your name, huh?
Nope.
All right. Roll it. Make a charm check. You cut out. Did you make it?
No, he's still rolling. His connection's crappy.
31 out of 17.
So no. When you don't give your name, he raises an eyebrow and looks over to the rest of you. Vivian, do you give the man your name?
Oh yeah, I introduced myself immediately. Yes.
And he says, I'm Officer Finley. Have you guys seen anyone else up here?
No. We came up last night and we found a cabin. We gave it a once over. I mean, everything looks looks like it's supposed to. I guess. I mean, I don't get out into the woods too much unless you count Central Park there. But no, I mean, there was a deer that came through. It looked like it had some mange or something. I know you said it was a bear, but yeah, it didn't look too good.
They say, the minute you say there was a deer that didn't look too good, you could immediately see them kind of stiffen. He goes, did any of you come in close contact with it?
And Jerry said, I mean, if you call this close, and he opens up his coat and you can see the wrapping around his rib cage.
And the forestry guy says, "It looks bad. Would you be okay if I took a closer look?"
Oh yeah, I mean, I had a doc take a look at it, but I mean, if you want to, and he'll glance over at Harry,
he passes Violet the shotgun. And kind of comes forward, goes on one knee, and starts examining your wounds.
Yeah, I nod at Georgie if he's looking for should I or shouldn't I? Yeah.
So he looks you over, and he says, "You're lucky. This could have easily gotten very infected."
Oh yeah, I mean, a little bit over, and it could have hit the kidneys and stuff too. I would have.
He says, "We're having a real issue with rabid animals on the mountain. We think that the bear may have injured several deer, which led to some of these attacks as well.
I thought that was called by like bats or raccoons or something, right? They get the rabies in them and then they bite something.
Yeah, pretty much. So we're trying to, get everyone off the mountain and put this animal down for the good of the community before it hurts anyone else. At that point, Violet says, "Well, if you guys are all okay, we just want to speak with with Luther for a moment. Would you excuse us?"
Can I do a psychology check?
Go ahead.
Do they see the deer encased in ice that's like sitting in front of us?
No, I thought that did that happen here?
I think
Yeah.
it was here.
Yeah, it was all
Yeah.
in the same area. I failed, by the way.
But then you had to like wipe snow off of it, right? It wasn't like
But we did, right? Like, because we made a sand
Oh,
check
yeah.
to see it.
true.
Okay. Do you draw attention to it or not?
I wasn't planning on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think so, right? Like,
Okay.
if this bear's got rabies and it killed this deer and it, happened to get right, because nothing's happened yet, right? Like, I know
Okay.
we've been involved in a lot of weird shit, but like,
Okay, they tell you that they killed this deer,
Oh.
and because everything was too wet and damp and frozen to burn the body, that they packed it in snow and then melted some water in a canteen and poured it over so that it'd be encased in ice, so that if it was diseased, nothing would come along and eat it and spread the disease further.
Very smart. I like show like I'm thoroughly impressed by them explaining all of this.
Insight.
Violet says, "Well, thank you."
I got a 17 on insight. Let me see what my insight is. Which is actually what, psychology?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
it's
that's a
only
hard
insight in
success.
Cthulhu Invictus.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make what level of success?
It's a hard success. I could spend. I don't want to spend 3 points. I could spend 4 points to make it a extreme.
I don't think that's necessary.
I hope it's not necessary.
Okay, so with a hard success, you realize, incredibly, they're kind of telling the truth, but there's a lot they're not saying.
So
Did they claim to have encased it in ice, which is, you don't see any deception there, but you get that there's a lot they're not telling you. But it's kind of mostly true, but you can't really pick out what they're holding back.
I my eyes flick down to the deer and then back up to the ranger, and I'm like, that seems like an awful lot of work. I mean, I'm no outdoorsman. It feels like there's something else going on here. Maybe you're not telling us. I mean, if we're gonna be in the woods, I think you should help us be fully prepared here. What's going on that we should know about here? It's got to be more than just a mangy deer.
The forestry guy says, "Fully prepared for what? You guys need to get off the mountain."
Yeah,
then
no. You
Violet
see,
We
says,
plan on getting off the mountain as soon as we have some evidence that our friend is no longer with us.
yeah, I'm working under contract here, so
at which point you see him start to get his spine start to stiffen, like he starts to get his ass up, and Violet puts a hand on his shoulder and says, "Would you give us a moment?" And she says, "A word, Finley?" And she pulls him aside, and they have a very whispered conversation.
yeah, Harry just crosses his arms like they can move away.
You will have to make
They like to
a
talk.
hard listen check to get
Willing to try.
I got some good ears. I got prison ears. Oh,
Holy
that
shit,
is
a 2!
you got a 2?
I got a 2!
Nice. I was
I'm
gonna
not
say I
spending that
could
much
spend the
luck.
3 and do a hard success, but if you got a 2,
I got a 2.
Okay, you basically catch bits of things. The guy's like, I don't like it. We need to get them out of here. And she's telling him, we can cover more ground and we'll be safer with more eyes. They're already armed and they're already up here.
yeah, we are.
And she says, you can deputize them. We could all work together, get this all sorted out, and then get everything back to running, normally. And he says, I don't know if we can trust them. And she's like, I think it'll be fine. I think we've all got, the man said that he's, under contract. They're looking for someone. We help them find it, and then if they can help us with our situation, it all works out. And besides, we're not going to escort them off the mountain. We've got more searching to do. If they don't really want to leave, they're just going to circle back and still be in the area. This way we can keep an eye on them. Now, Viv, you can't tell anybody about all of this with their in earshot.
Mm.
So the rest of you have to pretend you don't know what was spoken.
Yeah.
Until she
Well,
can do
so I do have a question for you. I don't necessarily want to retcon it, but would it be worthwhile? Could I theoretically, because I assume that Vivian would be able to share stuff with us, but could I spend the 3 luck to make that hard so I'm in on it as well, or do we want to put past in the past?
That's up to you. I'm not telling you how to spend your 3 luck.
I'll spend the 3 luck.
All right, you know that as well.
Okay, so 2 of us know and 2 of us don't.
I'm an unlucky bastard already, so 3's not going to make a difference.
She comes over and says, Luther and I have discussed this. We've got a lot of ground to cover. There's some dangerous animals out here. We need to eliminate them. You're looking for your friend. We're looking for anyone up here. Why don't we work together? The more eyes on, looking, and the more guns, the safer we'll all be.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. Hey, it's maybe the guy we're looking for. It's Wallace Madison. They got that little bit of railroad money. They own that cabin. Like thumbs his way back the way they came. Been coming up here for years. You know him? You ever seen him?
Give me 1 second.
I'm just trying to leverage the fact that they're like super rich.
Right. Just give me 1 second.
Out of game, I was going to probably go the same route.
Okay. Get out of my head.
Too bad I can't talk to you guys like that. That would be, oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Gotta spend
Not
some
yet.
points.
I guess that's when you have 99 occult, you can figure that out. Not there yet.
I'm sure it's probably a spell you can learn.
They say, do you have a photo of this man? The
Oh,
one you're looking for?
I assume
Or-
we would have had a dossier.
yeah, we would have something.
Okay. He looks it over. He shows it to Violet, and one of her eyebrows goes up and she nods, and they are like, well, he's alive.
Is he?
I perk up. I get very
They
excited.
said we found somebody half frozen a couple of days ago. We got him to one of our ranger outposts. He's warm and stable, but we don't have the manpower to bring him off the mountain. And we were hoping to find the bear to at least make it safe to attempt to get him off the mountain. But with all of you, we can lead you to him. We'll hunt the bear and any of the deer that we might come across as we head over to that cabin. and we can reunite you with your friend.
Hey,
Oh,
did
Hey,
he say what happened?
He was supposed to have some kind of guide with him too. You maybe happen to find two guys there.
We just saw it. We just found him. His leg was badly broken. He didn't have any ID on him, and he was alone.
Is he conscious? Is he awake? Did he tell you what happened?
He didn't say anything, but he looked like there were signs of an animal attack.
Ah, jeez.
Oh.
All right, well, at least he's alive. That's fantastic.
All right, so let's, if you don't mind, I'd like to keep moving. We're trying to make a sweep around this side of the mountain. It's on the way back to our cabin. We'll see if we can pick up any tracks along the way, and he should be fine until nightfall.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
One question before we go. Do you have any unusual fungi growing around here? We noticed an unusual mushroom a little ways back by the cabin.
Oh, the one that the doc kicked.
Yeah.
And your friend is okay. He's Violet says, was it purple, kind of like and she kind of describes it, is it elongated with veins along the tip?
I don't know. We left out of the cabin and he seen it and he kicked it. I didn't get a super good look. I think it was kind of blue. It made him kind of sick. He wound up going back to the cabin. And
she says, "Look, what I'm about to tell you is unbelievable.
Try me."
Those mushrooms are very, very dangerous. It's kind of why we encased the carcass in the ice, in case there were spores that could spread. They're very virulent. We also froze it so we can take it back to a lab and get it studied to try and find out what the cause of all of this is. We don't want to cause a panic. He says, Violet and I have handled this kind of thing before. So if you're still willing to help us, we could use the help in containing this.
Yeah,
I mean, that ain't too unbelievable. It's just some mushrooms, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
if
I thought
you
you
see
said it
any,
was
don't approach them. If you see anything with like mold or moss, any animals that look like they're moving around with this stuff, it's going to be a sign that they're dangerous.
But wait a minute, I thought you said they have rabies. You don't get mushrooms with rabies.
Again, until we can study it, we don't know what we're dealing with. It looks like and behaves like rabies. We still don't really understand what's going on.
Harry, you've been in this situation before, right? You rabies is the easy public answer to give.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
It's like, he fell off a building. Like that
he landed in some concrete, right? You're right.
Right,
exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So Luther says, okay, does anyone have experience hunting, camping, hiking, being in the outdoors?
Harry just shrugs.
Don't let the rifle fool you. I ain't never been camping before.
Okay. Everybody just follow me. Don't walk ahead of me. I'm checking for traps. I'm checking for tracks.
Shit, I think that's a different game.
Yeah, it's a different game. I'm going to be looking for tracks as we proceed, and I don't want anybody kind of like trampling the ground and obscuring anything. Okay.
Yeah, sure. You do your thing. You're the woods guy.
Okay, what do you guys want to do as he's leading you? Is there anything you guys want to do?
I racked the M911, 1911. Just I'm looking around, right? Like head on a swivel. Like it's weird now, right? Like I saw things in the trees. Rabies isn't mushrooms. Like it's starting to move into the realm of other things.
I asked Harry if he can help me with my purse. The strap came off and I need help with it. And I said, you guys go ahead. Harry, can you help me with my purse?
Oh, yeah,
strap
sure.
is broken.
You need me to carry that?
Yeah, I think, but just can you come help me with it? It's like broken. I think
Yeah,
we need
yeah,
to like
yeah.
fix it. Is everybody walking or no?
Yes.
Okay. I update Harry on what I heard very quietly as he's helping me with my purse. And like I'm yelling out, like I think we not yell, but like I'm a little loud. I'm like, I think we could tie it this way. And then as I say that, I start telling him what's happening. And then every once in a while, I like say, oh no, tie it this way and it'll fit. And then I update Harry on what's going on and what I heard.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. He looked like he was getting a little iron in his back there when we said we weren't going to leave. So I can't say that I'm too surprised.
Same here. Can you tie it behind me, Harry? Thank you.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And he's doing
And then we
stuff
tie the
behind
purse,
you.
and then we keep walking.
Okay. So I need everybody, as there's about an hour later, I need everybody to make a listen check.
I'm gonna fail that. I was hoping for a spot. Listen.
I got
listen.
11
Oh, no, I
out of
passed.
40. I passed.
Regular. 11 out of 40. That's a hard, right?
Mhm.
That's what that's what
More
she
than
said.
half.
Yeah.
Just
Okay, no one else?
My ears fell off.
Oh no.
Okay. Vivian, you hear something kind of like crunching through the snow and the trees to your left,
Hmm.
kind of off the trail.
Can I tap anybody around me to kind of like tell them to listen?
All right, we're going to say
I'm
that
with you. Yeah.
Penelope and Harry and Violet are also with you.
So like gently tapping as I'm hearing this and pointing in the direction.
Yep. Going
on the
up
look.
to the left.
Okay, as you guys start making commotion, the forest ranger kind of sees that guys are doing something, so he kind of stops, and you all start looking around, and the direction it's coming from, and through a blanket of white, you see a large dark shape, kind of lumbering. It's not moving towards you, but it's kind of like moving parallel to you. It won't intersect your path because you've already kind of passed it. Like where it would intersect would be behind you.
Hmm.
But you don't have you can't get a clear look at it because it's probably 20 yards away still. And it's kind of like you're seeing it through the trees and the snow.
Okay.
You'd have to make a spot hidden or maneuver a little closer to get a look at it.
I'll try to make a
I'll roll
spot.
for that. Yeah.
Try
Yeah.
to make a spot.
I got snow in my eye.
Okay, so Harry, you're looking around and you get a better look at it, and it's a really fat black bear.
Okay.
It's kind of half covered with snow, and it's moving, slowly. You don't think that it's caught sight of you guys yet.
So I point at the ranger, and then like I point to where the bear is, and I kind of like shrug my shoulders, like is that the bear? Like, do we want to? What are we doing?
He looks at it, and you see he's got the shotgun, and it's kind of like 20 yards away, so it's pretty far for a shotgun shot. Georgie, do you have a hunting rifle? You're right.
Oh yeah, I got the Winchester. So
Okay,
apparently the premier hunting rifle for the early 1900s.
Okay, he points to Vivian. Do you have a rifle?
No, I do not. I have a handgun. That's
Okay.
it.
Penelope and Harry, no rifles, right?
No,
No,
that's
pistol.
the handgun.
Okay. He motions everybody to kind of like fall back a little bit, and then points to Georgie like to come towards him, and he starts stalking forward.
Again, like glance over to Harry, but this time it's just more of like a sigh, and he's like, ugh. And then like shoulders the rifle and starts walking up with him.
He says, "When you shoot it, it says on my signal, shoot it. Whether you hit or miss, you may not take it down on the first shot. If it charges, don't worry. I'll use, once it's in range, I will open up with the shotgun. If it charges, keep firing. If you miss or it flees, just try and hit it so we have a blood trail to follow, and we'll see if we can pick it up there.
All right. I mean, you fucking try not to worry when a bear charges you, but I'm with you.
He says, I've got you. And he says, down on one knee, and he's like standing behind you, so he'll be standing up. All right,
great. Put me in front. Thanks.
Well, he doesn't want to block your shot. All right, what do you?
Oh, all right.
Can we position ourselves like off to the side?
All right, give me a roll if you're gonna shoot.
There's no like holding an action in Call of Cthulhu, right? Because like Molly said, if we could position ourselves to potentially take a shot, that's
well, you could, but again, it's for on a handgun. It'd be a more difficult shot, and it is a bear.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, M1911, it's a 45.
Right. No, I mean, a 45 is a good weapon, but it's like, all right. So what are you gonna do, George?
Yeah. When he tells me to shoot, I'm gonna shoot.
Oh, he says pick your shot. He's not telling you. He's like you've
Oh,
got
he's gonna leave it up to me. Oh, gee.
Well, yeah,
awesome.
because I mean, when you've got a good shot lined up, he'll.
Yeah. All right. Let's hope I got a good shot lined up.
In. Okay, go.
I believe in you.
Is there a way to re-roll? I can't remember. Can you push or something?
No, not in combat.
No. So you miss.
That's a 91. That's a miss.
Okay, if the shot goes way wide, the bear like startles as this plume of snow erupts in front of it. And I need you to make a luck roll, Georgie.
After I just burnt even more.
Oh no.
14 under 30.
Yay.
It starts running away. It's just loping downhill in a cloud of snow. It'll be leaving a big fat trail as it's just panicked running.
All right, yeah, George is gonna go shit, and I'm gonna reload and try to take a second shot.
Okay, the forest guy holds up a hand to the rest of you, saying, "Okay, it's not charging," and he's like shouldering his shotgun, and he's starting to trot ahead a little bit, seeing if maybe it'll stop or he'll get a shot. But also he's doing it.
I'm trying to get because
he's not blocking your shot. All right.
Yeah. He said he wants just even a wound, a flesh wound, so we can get a blood trail or something. So
all right. Shut up, Max.
Georgie doesn't aim.
For the love of God. And he misses. Do you hit? Is it a miss again?
And 50 out of 39. Told you I'm better with a stabby than I am with a shooty.
So it gets away in just a cloud of smoke and not smoke, but snow.
Yeah.
And
he kicks the snow. God damn it.
The guy kind of comes back rubbing his forehead. And he said, "You didn't serve, did you, son?"
And he just kind of hangs his head. He's like,
He takes the rifle from you, puts the safety on, and then hands it back to you.
Listen, I knew how. I mean, I hadn't done that, but I know how to do it.
He's like,
I just chose not to.
I thought you were a better shot than that.
I pat him on the shoulder and I said, "We've all had better days. It's okay."
Okay. He says, so Violet says, "Should we follow it or should we keep heading to the cabin? How much light do we have?" And the guy says, "By the way it's running, it may take us an hour to catch up to it. there won't be much light left. I'll leave it. What do you guys want to do?
If that's the bear you're worried about and it's going in the opposite direction, I think we should be fine not chasing it, but I'm also not a wilderness person.
Well, look, if you got this kid at the cabin, we wanna get some eyes on him, check him, make sure that he's gonna be okay. In the morning we can help you go out again. Apparently, it's here.
Gotcha.
I mean, we got, but listen, we already let that one deer go. Like, do we really want to let this thing go too?
If you want to get stuck out here in the middle of the night, you can't even shoot it when the sun is up.
He says that I've got a rifle back at the cabin. I'll pick that up tomorrow, and we'll head back out and pick up the trail here. It doesn't look like it's going to snow overnight, so there should be a pretty decent snow trail through so we can pick it up tracking tomorrow. But people do freeze to death out here, so we should get to some kind of shelter before dark. Okay, so you guys head off for about another hour, where the reporter, Violet, starts trying to get information out of you. And you get that she's like, so what kind of cases do you work on usually? You don't seem, even though you're out here in the woods, you don't really seem shaken by all of this. Like, you could tell she's probing to kind of get what your story is.
I think he gives her like the most, mundane, like I take pictures of guys cheating on their wives. I, do a little bit of bail bondsman kind of stuff. Like, nothing of the, like this is a missing, it's a missing person case. I've worked with Viv in the past, she got a call from, a friend of hers that said that her son went missing, and that's a nice contract because I know that they're pretty well off, and like I don't make a lot of money as a PI, like just trying to give her all the like, not stringing her along, but like just keeping it sort of mundane.
Okay, make a charm check.
All right, I think I might be able to do that. What's my charm? Oh no, my charm's not that great. 59 over 35.
Okay, so failed.
You're more charming than I am.
She she smiles and says, "You're good at talking and not saying anything."
But it's all part of the job.
She goes, She goes, and I'm a reporter, and I'm, part of my job is to get people to actually say something. She says, but I'm not going to push it. She says, we've got time. Once we're back at the cabin, we can have a cup of coffee and, maybe play some cards, get through the night, and get to know each other a little bit better.
Oh, I'd love a cup of coffee. It's cold out here. And he, kind of like rubs his arms and like stamps his feet a little bit.
At which point you hear like the trumpet of a calling stag, like just echoing across the mountain. And they freeze, and he like lifts the shotgun. She puts her hand on her pistol and starts like looking around nervously. What do you guys want to do?
Yep. Harry,
I'm doing the same.
Fucking same.
Yep,
Yeah.
pistol
I
up.
don't want to mess with any more deer.
Getting my gun out.
All right,
Take
I
a
want
look around.
everybody to make make a spot hidden check and tell me the degree of success.
That is I think that's
Regular.
Regular.
0.
I got a hard success.
Okay.
Oh, actually, sorry. You said I was looking at listen. I got hard by 1.
Okay. So 2 of you got hard and 2 of you got normal.
Yes.
I missed.
Okay, Molly, you see nothing. Vivian, you spot a large stag with like half of one with this massive rack, but half of the rack on one side is like broken off, and it's literally like kind of hanging tangled in the rack. Like the bottom half of one is tangled and it's kind of like sitting on its head, like almost
Aw.
a crown. And you see it's got like it's covered with snow and it's got like a gash in its neck. And like one of the ears is kind of like hanging off almost the side of its face, like part of the scalp has been ripped.
Oh
And it's kind of like trotting slowly towards you.
no.
You all see this except Penelope.
Oh.
You see Officer Finley raising his shotgun, and Violet kind of, unbuttons the holster and begins slowly drawing her pistol, and you see it's like a large caliber revolver. And Harry and George, you see it, and then out of the corner of your eye, you catch the slight bit of movement, and you see there's a big weird snow pile off to the side of this trail that just looks like it's been like hastily shoveled together, and kind of as it's moving and falling away, you see there's another one of these deer about 10 feet from you, concealed in the snowbank, kind of like angling itself to charge.
Oh shit, there's another one. Pop, 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 pop.
Okay, you guys can attack the other one. If you don't kill it, it will charge and attack someone next round. And you realize, oh shit, that one down like 20 yards away, trumpeting, was fucking decoying for the one laying in ambush. Which is not natural deer behavior.
Right.
Oh,
I rolled a 90.
That's fucking raptor behavior.
Okay. Okay.
That is a 23.
All right, give me
If I
damage.
need to make it hard, I will spend the 4 luck.
I think it only matters on an impale, right? Like a hard and for
Does it?
combat, doesn't
Okay.
Yeah, unless it's a maneuver, right?
Okay, hold on. All right, so give me damage.
8 damage.
Okay, 8 damage.
I don't suck, Harry.
Okay, you hit the deer for 8 damage. Bullet hits it and blows a hole out the other side of it and doesn't slow it down at all.
Oh,
It literally
crackers.
comes charging out of the snowbank.
Yeah, that's all right.
And it will attack the party on dex of 50. Does anybody have a dex higher than 50? Other than you, Georgie. You already got your shot. Other than you,
75.
Harry, you already shot.
Ah, shit.
Oh, I'm a dex of 75.
I've got
Okay.
75 too,
You
but I don't
guys-
see anything, do I?
Nice.
Well, now you do, because they said, holy shit, they started shooting this deer that just burst out of a snowbank and is charging down on you. So because the two of you are so quick, you can get shots off on the creature before it plows into the group of you.
Oh my god.
Oh, and by the way, as soon as the shooting started, the one that was like 50 yards away starts charging full blown towards the group.
So 2 funky deer. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Fun time.
One is about to attack, and one will be here in like 2 rounds.
Ah, shit.
All right, start firing, Viv.
Yeah.
All right, give
we're
me
gonna-
attack rolls.
Okay. Oh, yes. Yay. All right. Damage. D10. I got it with a 6.
Okay.
Nice.
My little gun.
Oscar, remind me how to do this. I have an automatic revolver. How many shots is it?
Who?
Oh, it says two per round. So the first one hit,
Yeah.
just normal, and then the second one, do I take any penalty or is it?
No,
Ooh,
I just
I'm
like to
gonna
keep the game
spend
going.
1 luck point and make 2 normal successes.
Can't use burn luck
Nice.
in combat.
Oh, all right, I missed by 1 then. So just 1 hit, and that's a 9 damage for the first shot.
Hit.
Can't you? I'm pretty sure you can use luck in combat. You can't push in combat.
All right, I'll allow it.
I think.
That's fine.
Andy will tell us in a minute. Andy, can you use luck in combat?
The armchair tactician. All right, you can roll the second attack.
Another 6.
Okay, another 6 points of damage. Okay, that deer crumples under the
Huzzah.
hail of gunfire. No thanks to Harry.
He was the one that said, "Oh shit."
Yeah,
He
yeah.
helped us.
He did the most important thing. He kept you guys from being a victim of a surprise attack. So you blast that thing down. It crumples maybe like 10 feet away. And as you can see that its hide is all torn up. It's got that weird that dusting of like fungus spores all over it, making it almost seem like it's glistening. Its eyes are white and milky. There's like the blood that was blasted out from the rifles. That's all black on the snow.
Ew.
And the other one is just like charging forward. But he won't be able to attack for 2 rounds.
Hey, good shooting, guys.
The other
Don't
two
take care of
open
this,
up.
Georgie.
The other two open up. The shotgun hits, but it's still far enough away. It doesn't do much damage, and she misses with the heavy revolver.
Damn it.
Okay, next round. What do you guys want to do?
Shoot.
Yeah,
Yeah, shoot.
we're gonna.
God damn it.
Harry, no, again.
80. It's going down.
Hey,
Oh.
all right. Damn
One
it.
of them-
Jeez, they're coming from all over the place.
I got 4 damage.
Okay.
2 misses from me.
No.
10
10?
damage.
Yay.
Okay. That puts a bunch of damage into it compared from the damage they did last time.
Yeah,
so
Winnie.
this thing stops and starts trying to run in the opposite direction. It's now no longer trying to attack, it's trying to escape. He fires, the ranger fires, she fires, she wings it, it starts limping. So I will give you a bonus dice on the rifle shot.
Oh, yeah.
But everybody else, it's a normal attack because it's still so far away.
I don't even
Sorry.
know what to do now. 99.
Your gun is jammed.
No.
Fucking damn it.
We're good at this.
I get an extreme, I believe.
Oh.
Okay.
It's too cold for this gun. I didn't oil it up enough.
I got it with 5. With
Not
an
much
Georgie, I'm
extreme.
guessing you hit.
Going wide.
I got a hard, but that doesn't make but that's 7 damage.
Okay, it goes
And then-
down.
5.
3 in a row.
Okay, the reporter, Violet, as soon as she sees how close the other one got, like they didn't even see where this one burst out from. You put it down so quick. She yells to everybody, like, get back away from it.
I don't want to go near it.
Yeah, Harry puts his hands up, backs away.
No, thank you.
Georgie has the handle of the like his hand on the dagger, and he's like the hunting knife that they got, and he's like about to step forward to just start stabbing the thing, but he all right, and he like sheathes it.
Okay, the reporter girl starts running towards the deer you guys killed, and she points to the other one, and yells to her companion, take that one, I'll take this one. And as she kind of goes over to this one, she goes into her pack and pulls out this like large oversized canteen, and starts pouring it all over the carcass. And after that, she pulls out a long camp match, like a waterproof match, strikes it, and before she can throw it onto this thing, it starts twitching and kicking its legs.
No.
And, like, trying to almost like trying to roll back onto its feet.
Can I put one more in its head?
Go ahead.
I'm furiously trying to clear the jam.
Okay.
Is there anything for being like 2 feet away from it?
Yeah,
Like,
I will give you a bonus dice because it's
right.
like laying there prone.
Don't miss, Georgie.
It's an 18.
Okay, you put it around through its head. It goes still, and it does not. And the flames start to, consume it. And she kind of like pulls everybody away and pulls out like a handkerchief and puts it over her mouth so she's not breathing in any of the stuff.
I'll pull my coat up
Yeah.
a little bit.
I'm putting,
Yeah.
Yep. Same things.
And she says, "Great work, everyone. We'd have been dead if you guys weren't out here. We didn't know that they'd work in groups."
Working group? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? It's a deer. Don't they just like eat leaves and shit?
Normal deer would, but these aren't normal deer. Hopefully this is the last of them. Let's get you to your friend. Get you off this mountain before anything happens. And the ranger guy comes back from the other carcass. He goes, "We're good. It's not going to get back up."
So he looks at, like, he clears the jam and, like, picks up the round, sticks it in his pocket and says, You're a reporter, huh?
I do other things.
Other things.
I'm guessing you guys all do other things too.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure. I mean,
Let's have that coffee and have a talk. This might be the beginning of a beautiful friendship. And she like winks at you. And yes, I know that line doesn't exist yet because Casablanca doesn't come out until like 42.
Where do you think they got the line from?
Somebody started typing the comment immediately. Well, actually. Okay, so I need everybody to make a spot hidden roll.
Oh God.
I don't want to roll anymore.
All right. I'm good.
Now I get a 1.
With a hard.
1.
Okay, you see
Hey!
that.
There you go.
You see that there's a long line of smoke coming from the carcass of this one, but there's no smoke coming from the carcass of the other one.
Why is?
You can't tell. It's like several dozen yards away.
Hey boss, why'd you just leave that thing hanging out in the clearing? Don't you want to kind of take care of it, burn it, chop its head off, do something?
She had the kerosene. I just piled it in snow and poured water over it. That'll keep it frozen until we can come back and set it on fire.
So, do we want to do that now?
Again, that's the last of our kerosene.
Okay.
Okay, it's gonna be okay in that thing overnight. Like it's not gonna get up.
No, it's not gonna get up.
Why would it even get up?
We don't know. Again, we're gonna chisel one of these out, take it back to a lab where some of our friends can study it and hopefully get some answers about what exactly happened to these animals.
Is that a good idea?
It's above my pay grade.
Jeez, kind
Eric,
of rubs his head.
I think we can kind of pull the curtain off the window at this point, right? Like, how many times have you shot something and it kept going at you?
Mm.
She smiles and she says, "I knew it."
I stare, like I make strong eye contact with Georgie, and I'm just like,
At the point, Georgie takes his coat off and he like rolls his sleeve up and he's like, "See this here? This big got this from a fucking vampire."
Harry just throws his hands up. Like, God damn it.
She says, vampires are real? And she takes out her notebook. And he's like, look, we're losing daylight. Let's get somewhere warm and safe, and then we can all have a chat with these people. And he's like, Violet. And he just like does the motion to like zip it and like points at her. And she like smiles and, sheaths her revolver. Well, she'd already sheathed it because she was doing the fire. So you guys are losing daylight, heading towards this area. You're like miles away from where the hunting cabin you were with is. So there's no way you'd ever get back there. Probably until morning. And I need everybody to make a spot hidden and tell me the degree of success.
That's a 10, so that's going to be extreme.
I got a 2 again.
Nice.
Just normal for me.
Extreme.
All right. As you guys are walking along, you're heading towards this rocky area where there are like cliffs and it's steeper. And they said, we'll be there in just about another half an hour. Who made it better than hard?
Me.
The two of you. Okay. So you guys see something you see someone step out from behind a tree, kind of like on a rise above you on the above the trail. Somebody like pops up with a rifle and is about to fire on your group. What did the two of you want to do? He is about to fire. You were not surprised. You can take a quick action.
I mean, they didn't say that they had anybody else. Harry draws says, "Don't fucking move."
How close are we?
You're probably about 10 yards away.
10 yards. Yeah, my gun.
You both throw your weapons and aim?
Yep. Absolutely.
He fires.
God damn it.
Oh.
33. I need everybody to make a luck roll. If you all make it, he's shooting at one of the other two.
Fuck.
I fail.
I failed too.
How badly do you two fail?
I got a 58 over 34.
I got a 91 over 75.
Okay, Regina.
Yeah. Yeah, he went for the pretty one. Or she, whoever the person is.
Well, it is a man.
Okay.
Give me a second.
He's going to die here in a minute.
Not the face.
All right, so that...
Please not my face. I need my face. Dear God.
Shit, that's a hard success.
Oh.
Well, that doesn't matter, though.
If I die, it does matter.
No. Hard success doesn't matter. It's either succeed or extreme.
How many hit points do you have, Vivian?
I have 12. I have 12.
And of course, this is the session the person playing the doctor is not with us.
Oh, of course, I have first aid. Can I do it on myself if I'm alive?
Okay, what happens is he fires one round.
Shit.
It hits Vivian in the chest. Her gun goes flying out of her hand. She spins, falls into the snow, unmoving.
How close is he?
He's about 10 yards away. But he's on an elevation. He's on an elevated height, and he's kind of got cover. So I'm gonna put everybody else had like scattered and try and find some cover. Once the shooting started. Okay, this guy starts screaming. He's just like screaming out. And he's you can only kind of half make out what he's saying. He looks now that you got to look, he looks crazy. there are parts of his face that are like black, like his nose and his ears and his lips. He's in a heavy coat, but it looks like it's ripped. And he starts screaming about people, about your murderers. And he wants his friend back.
I am going to just rush towards this guy.
Okay, you're rushing towards him.
Yep.
I'm shooting him. He just shot Viv. This guy's not. He's
Okay. Roll. The guy, it's going to be a penalty dice because he is kind of half behind a tree and some boulders. He picked this spot.
what is that?
Okay. Georgie is rushing. Harry is shooting. Penelope, what are you doing?
I think my medical training from flight school is kicking in. I'm just gonna go check on Viv real quick, see if I can.
Thank God. You are at -2 hit points.
Thank God.
Unless somebody gives you first aid this round, you will die.
I'm giving her first aid.
So I'm laying on the snow.
You're literally at
That's what I'm doing.
-2. I hit you had 12, I hit you for 14.
Damn.
Nice guys.
Okay, Penelope, it's all you.
All right, here we go. Oh, it's a 16.
All right. You will live.
Yay!
You may not be able to do much the rest of this adventure, but as we can all see, this is the end. Or we're coming up on the end. Okay. Harry, did you hit?
Yeah, I rolled my 2 d10s were both 2s, so I got a 20.
Okay. Give me damage.
That is 10 points of damage.
Okay.
You motherfucker! You shot Viv!
All right. He takes 10. And he falls back. And he does not shoot again. George, you kind of come up on him. And you see he's like, he's in his socks. You see that his hands are like blackened. His nose is blackened. He's suffering from severe frostbite. He's at 0, so he's semi-conscious.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying something about sponge crabs from the planet Mongo took his friend.
All right. I get down on one knee next to him, grab his head, like the hair on the top of his head, pull out the hunting knife, and just fucking slam it into his throat.
Okay. Before you do that, actually, what's your dex?
75.
75.
We're a dexterous group of people.
You are.
This isn't our first rodeo.
I need you to make an INT check.
I can do that. Well, I can roll the dice.
You can try.
Holy shit, I rolled a 2.
You're about to like hit this guy with the hunting knife, and as you get a look at him, even though his face and is horribly he's got frostbite, like he's lost the tip of his nose, his ears, part of his lip.
Yeah.
But from the picture you were given, you're about 60% sure that this is Peter Hayes.
Oh, is that supposed to be Sam Ripley? Did he get renamed?
Yeah, he's Peter Hayes now. Sorry. So what do you want to do?
I mean, we were really just here to get the kid, right?
Well, he's not a kid. He's like probably older than you guys. The
He's
mom was
fucking
like
whatever.
the mom was like 80. So
Yeah, exactly.
So I think I know something that I don't
Okay.
know that you would know.
No, probably
Penelope.
not.
Penelope.
I'll tell him then.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, go.
A lot of stuff's happening at the same time. Penelope, as you're doing first aid and you've like managed to stabilize her, you see the forest ranger guy come up beside you, level the shotgun at both you and Vivian, and say, "It's nothing personal," and fires. And I rolled an 82. And he misses. At which point, Harry, you see that Violet is raising her handgun in your direction.
Oh, I spin and fucking shoot her. How close is
Her
she to
dex
me?
is 65. What's your dex?
75.
Okay, you will get the drop on her.
How close is she?
She's probably about 10 feet away from you.
Is that close enough for me just to jump on her? Like,
If you miss that attack, she will get a shot off before you reach her.
yeah, I think I'm probably better shooting her than I am trying to.
You tell me what you want to do.
No, I shoot her.
Okay.
Or try to, anyway. 34, that's a hit.
Give me damage.
Ooh, roll high, baby. Yeah. Nope, that's only a 7.
All right, she's got more than 7.
I assumed.
And I already rolled for her attack. She will also hit.
No.
Yeah. She's not a good shot, but that was a good roll.
Fuck.
And also does 7 points of damage.
Oof.
An eye for an eye.
What
Okay.
the fuck?
Party's round. We're going to go in dex order. Georgie, I think you had, what, 75?
75. I'm pretty sure we all have 75.
Yeah.
All three of us.
Vivian has 0 right now.
I'm not.
Wow.
Okay, I can't do anything. She healed me for something. I can't hit him with my handbag. Nothing.
No, you're stable at -2 at 0. Zero is a fucking miracle,
I
actually.
can't like cough
Because
out blood in his eye or something.
Ran off without even checking on you. All right, Georgie, you can see. that you're-
Yeah, so I'll hear obviously I hear the shots. So I'll spin like I'm on my knees and I'll like spin, grab, like I got the Winchester like strung. So I'll grab it and take a shot at the forest ranger.
Okay, here's the thing: if you
Yes.
if you unshoulder your rifle,
Yes.
that will be your round. But
Okay.
you can pick up this guy's rifle and fire it this round.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, this guy is armed with a Remington.
Cool.
Remington Model 8. So give me a rifle shot. And who are you
Is
shooting
that
at?
the
The reporter or
same
the ranger?
similar damage?
Yeah. It's 2d6 plus 4.
Oh, so, plus 4. Nice.
He's a professional
yeah, I'm going for the
hunting
ranger.
guide. He's got a really good rifle.
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
going
go.
for the ranger. Shit. We can spend luck, right? Should I spend 10 luck to hit this dude?
I would.
Because I rolled really good damage.
Shotgun, and he's point blank on the unconscious Vivian and Penelope.
Fuck it. I'm spending 10 luck. That's gonna give me a success. Oh my god. That's a lot of luck. There we go. And that is going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
Nice.
Penelope, you see that he fired, and you're like, you realize if I draw my gun, because you're like knee deep in your first aid kit, if I draw my gun, he's gonna fire again before I even clear it. And all of a sudden, the side of his head just explodes outward. As
Merry
there's a
Christmas.
headshot, and he just lies on the floor next to you with his legs twitching.
Have an
Okay.
unhappy New Year.
Penelope, what's your dex?
Molly, what's your dex?
Sorry, I muted myself. 75.
75. And Harry, you're 75?
Correct.
Okay, you both can fire at Violet Shaw before she gets another shot off.
Nope, not this time. She hits me and staggers me a little bit.
I'm going
All
to
right.
spend shove and luck. Make one of these a hit. And that's a D10.
Well, how close is that? Hold on.
7 points.
You hit her for 7.
Nice.
She goes down.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna stop calculating.
Okay, Georgie, this guy's at 0. Do you want to do first aid or try and
Can't make him any worse.
You know what? I'll look at him. I mean, nah, fuck it. I'll look at him and I'll just be like, thanks for the rifle, and turn and start walking back down the hill.
okay? What do you guys want to do?
He shot
staunch the
Viv,
bleeding?
Like,
Yeah, no, fair. I mean,
ugh.
staunch the bleeding. I guess, gun up, wild eye, look around, make sure the bad guys are down. It's, oh, geez, how's Viv? Is she alive? Fuck.
Fuck.
She's alive.
You're
don't
not.
think
You're
she's
not here.
When you go over, she can see that she's still breathing.
Okay.
This is the sound of my breathing.
And I'll walk. I'm like, fuck. Is she good?
She's alive.
Is the cabin right here?
You don't see any cabin.
Fuck.
And Georgie, as you're up on this rise, there's no cabin
Yeah.
anywhere near here. But you do see that the trail leads to a cave.
Oh, great.
That's the guide. We gotta bring him with us.
Jeez. All right.
Does the ranger have like a hatchet on him? So what do we have? We got 2 unconscious people, the guide and Viv, and 2 dead rangers.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have a hatchet on him or something?
I mean, we can fucking
you start
leave
going.
them. I don't give
You
a shit.
start going into his pack, Penelope.
Yeah.
He's got several what look like plastic canisters of glowing fluid, and something that looks like one of those compressed water canisters that firemen use. Except it's kind of got a crystal on the side of it and like a nozzle.
Do I have any idea what that is?
Make an INT check.
Don't imagine he kept the manual, huh?
No.
All right, INT. I got an extreme success.
Nice.
You're pretty sure you know how to trigger it and which side whatever is in this canister will project from.
Excellent. It's always good to know the business end.
Um,
Does it look like the stuff that they were using to freeze the deer?
you don't know because you haven't triggered it, so you don't know what comes out of this thing.
I'm going to talk. Harry and Georgie, I think they probably use this stuff to freeze the deer. It's my guess, but they are willing to kill us. Should we freeze them so they don't come back?
Do you think it freezes them, or you think it's? Do you think they cause this? Because I mean, Fuck, they said they were trying to save him. They were lying to us the whole damn time.
It's true. Does he have any notes on
I mean,
him?
No.
I don't know what's in that. I'd be worried about spraying it anyway.
All right. At this point, I need everybody to make a POW check.
16 is going to be a hard pass, probably.
Yeah, that's a
Single
extreme
flat.
for me.
Okay. All right. As you guys are talking, Harry, Georgie, and Penelope, well, Harry and Georgie, you start to hear this weird buzzing sound that seems to get louder and louder, and something about the vibrations of it makes you want to throw up and be slightly dizzy. And Penelope is just standing there, completely transfixed, unable to move as a line of blood comes out of her nose.
Dry air.
What do you guys want to do?
That's that shit. I heard that when we were coming in. The bats. Remember the bats?
Can we tell what direction it's coming from?
The cave.
Coming
Oh,
from
shit,
the cave?
Mhm.
We don't want to go in there.
No.
Penelope, you okay? You okay? He like snaps his fingers. You all right?
The very next
Harry.
round, you see something come flying out of the cave into your direction. And it looks,
Yeah.
and you need to both make a sanity check.
That's a.
I got that up the wazoo, so we're good.
That might be. No, I failed.
Luckily, I rolled like
I
shit.
failed.
Take one sanity point.
Okay.
As what can only be described as a lobster crab with wings and pinchers with the head of a sea anemone comes out of the cave and lands about 10 feet from you all. And it's armed with one of those cylinder crystal tube things that Penelope is actually holding. What do you guys want to do?
I mean, how much distance did this thing cover in like 5 seconds? How much
How
distance
far
did this thing just cover in like 5 seconds?
He didn't have the manual. We've covered this. You have no idea.
No, but the creature. How far is the cave away from us?
The creature, yeah.
Oh, the
So,
creature's
like,
about
how far are we from the cave that this thing just closed rank on us that fast?
about 70 feet. He literally flew. He glided
Yeah.
out of the cave and landed in a skidding into the snow, drawing this weapon off its back.
I
So,
just,
yeah,
I
there's
just
no- so-
shoot it.
Yeah, like Harry, like Georgie's first thought is we're never gonna outrun this thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me.
Is it
So
the size of a
fucking
lobster?
shoot it.
Go ahead.
How big is it, Oscar?
It is. What is the size on this thing? Oh, it's large. It's about the size of a largely built man.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
Does that mean we get a bonus die for hitting it because it's so big?
It's got a build of 2. I don't think it's that big.
Okay, I don't know.
All right. Is that your way of telling
John's
me
over
you
there
missed?
fucking splashing dice.
No. I hit it. I got 4 damage total. Not great.
Boom. That is shit. I'm 1 away from it. Does extreme make a difference on weapons?
Yes, do it.
I'm gonna do it. 1 luck.
Okay. What is
That's
the
extreme.
max possible damage with that weapon? I think it was 2d6.
Well, I had the guide's gun in my hand, so that's gonna be 12, 16.
Okay.
So that's 20 total. Well, I guess it's 2 separate damages. If it's got
All right,
armor.
hold on. Well, it's got weird non-terrestrial alien
Yeah.
flag. So
Right?
so that's 2d6 plus 4, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, that your gunshot, Harry, does almost nothing to it. You do see it hits it. It does damage, but way less than you thought. The rifle shot, he hit it dead on with this rifle, and that would have blown a fucking fist-sized hole through a man. And it looks like what your gun should have done. So you've hit it twice very well, but it's still up. The good news is it stopped its buzzing when it landed and took damage. So, Molly, you can also fire.
Debating whether or not I should shoot it with this thing.
Oh, do it.
I'm gonna shoot it with this thing. I'm pointing the business end of that and pulling the trigger.
Nice.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Goose meet gander.
Okay, we're gonna treat this thing as half of your dex.
All right.
That's your chance to hit with this
Pretty
thing.
good chance. Ooh.
About as good as I have with my rifle. So
Gotta do some math here. Oh, should I spend 26 points of luck?
yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'm gonna burn them. Weird lobster.
Yeah.
I ain't having none of that.
Okay, roll 1d10 points of damage, and its armor is not going to be affected.
Nice. Good call.
It's an 8.
Good roll.
Didn't she pulled out like canisters of glowing liquid too, right?
Yeah, but you have no idea. They're not labeled.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
What actually did I shoot?
Oh, basically a giant cloud of what's the gas that's extremely cold? Liquid nitrogen.
Yeah.
It's basically a mist sprayer. It's concentrated liquid nitrogen. So you end up like hitting this thing with 8 points of liquid nitrogen damage.
Nice.
So you see like several of its legs fall off, one of its claws like fall off. It's like in really bad shape. And with its remaining claw, it like holds up. You see that the tentacles on its head begin to vibrate, and all of a sudden everything in the area is pitch black, like the darkest room, the darkest cave. You can't see anything, but you hear this thing and you hear flapping. So I will allow you guys to attack where you think it is with a penalty dice.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll basically train up like 10 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. God damn it. 97. The other one was an aught 7. You and your damn penalty dice.
Well, I rolled a 20 and a 30.
So either one
Nice.
will hit.
Yep.
Molly,
Am I shooting to him? Okay.
if you are, I'm not telling you to.
Oh.
Damn
Did
thing
you say
turned the
penalty
lights
die
out.
or bonus die with them?
Penalty.
Okay.
Penalty.
Oh, I got a 17 on one of them.
Ooh.
It's only
And
3
the-
damage.
Okay. Doesn't really matter because that rifle. Give me the rifle damage.
10.
10. It's all right. That's okay.
Not enough.
You did enough damage that minimal possible damage is still fine. It immediately, the lights come back on, and you just see this thing fall out of the sky and like tumble through the snow.
Harry runs over and starts kicking. He's like, I'm getting fucking tired of this bullshit.
I need everybody to make a spot hidden roll.
God damn it.
Regular success.
Still can't see shit.
Nope.
No, the lights came back.
91.
The lights are fine. You can see. It's dead. But when you are looking, Harry, anybody who made the roll, you see 6 more of these things peeling off into the sky from the other side of this hill. There must have had another exit. And they're all carrying like canisters and boxes, like they appear to be heavily laden. And you begin to hear like a beeping sound, like neat, coming from inside the cave.
Oh shit! I think we gotta go. You see how many of those things there
Which-
are? What the fuck is that beeping?
They're flying.
Harry, which
away
one of us
from
is
the area.
stronger? I have a 55.
Let me see. Strength 60.
60? All right, Harry and Penelope, which one of you is stronger?
I've got a 70.
She just
Nice.
looks at me and
So
goes,
Georgie
Like I got you,
immediately looks at Harry, then looks at Penelope and goes, Pen, can you grab Viv?
Gotcha, babe.
And fucking start booking it.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell at you guys, like grab the stuff from his bag. Like grab his pack on the way
Ooh.
down.
Good call.
yeah. Like hook it up. I guess you got shoulders, I got feet, we got the dude.
Oh, we're taking I guess we gotta take the dude, huh?
Okay. So who goes up to the hill to get him?
I guess we both do. We both gotta carry him probably, right?
Okay. As you do that, and you see Penelope dragging Vivian down the trail away from this area. As you guys are up here, I need you.
Dragon, I'm gonna fireman's carry her.
Gotcha. I need both of you to make a spot hidden and tell me what level of success. You'll need at least a hard.
God
Nope,
damn, I failed
41.
that one.
Failed both?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a
All right.
regular for me.
Oh, you got a regular success?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm
right.
11 away from a hard though.
All right. So you don't see anything. You just see the path to the cave, and this guy here just unconscious.
Okay. Yeah, we grab him and
I mean,
start
one of us
hoofing it.
should be able to just like throw him over our shoulder.
Yeah, one of
right,
you
and
can
take him.
carry him down.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah.
All right. So what do you got? You got this guy off the hill. You're back down on the trail. What do you do? That rhythmic sound is getting close. The beeps are getting closer together.
Yeah, we start to double time and I don't like the sound of that. That
Yep.
can't be good.
Yeah, just start running.
All right. I need the two of you carrying this guy to make a luck roll.
My fucking 19 luck.
40 failed.
I'm way off.
Failed. The guy's starting to come to, and he's kind of like trying to resist, and he's like motioning towards the cave.
No, we ain't going back there. There's fucking monsters in there, guy.
Listen, motherfucker, we will leave you behind.
He just says one word before he passes out. He's pointing to the cave and he goes, Milton.
Nope.
No, there ain't no way, Georgie. You gotta beep. What? The beeping. The fucking monsters is beeping.
All right, so you don't go back?
I mean, maybe we pause for a minute.
It's Christmas, guys. We gotta go back.
Here's the thing. If one of you runs back, I'm not saying he's there. I'm not saying he's not. At this point, you will need to make a dex check to get clear of the impending explosion if you go back for it.
Oh, yeah.
And if you fail that, you will be in the cave when the reactor goes.
I do not give two shits about a rich dude.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, no. I mean,
Okay. The mountain explodes. It like at first it explodes and then it implodes. You literally see everything gets sucked back down. And like the whole top of this hill is just gone. It's like a crater now. But you do manage to save the guide. Vivian, you wake up in a hospital a couple of days later, next to a guy, and across the hall is a guy who's being treated for, extreme frostbite. And you're gonna have to report to the family that you were unable to locate Milton Halstead.
So the guy, he definitely isn't who we thought he was. Oh man.
well, so all right, we'll post show it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So
yeah.
we found the guide, right?
We found the
Yeah.
guide.
Okay.
So I mean, we have kind of a story, right? We have the guide.
we have a
There was
story
a
to do.
rabid
Okay.
bear up there. Dude got killed by the bear. Like,
Yeah, here's the thing. Yep.
yeah.
All right, you can make a convincing story.
Absolutely.
Luckily, the bodies of the two Migo agents were destroyed in the blast, so you don't have to explain that away.
Mhm.
Oh God.
And the story is, some bootleggers still up in the mountains exploded, and they say that the bear was caught or whatever. They hide the story away, and that's it. That's the end of the story.
Christ. And Riley's crazy, right? Like he's not giving a
fucking
coherent
out of
story.
his mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially if you had saved his friend, he would have returned to some semblance of sanity. But knowing that he survived and his friend that he was, there to protect is dead, that just, even he never physically recovers, and he dies, mad about 3 months later.
Oh gosh.
Hey, you know what? You can't win them all.
No.
All right, so sanity awards for defeating the deer. I rolled very well. You get 6 points of sanity back.
Oh shit.
Yay.
For the Migo agents,
I only lost one.
You rolled really well. You lose get 3 points for the Migo agents. Oh God, my dice are being very generous, and you get 6 points for defeating the Migo.
I can't take all those points.
Then you're
I can't
back
either.
at
I'm
next stand.
maxed out now.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, make a luck check, and this is to recover luck.
You want to roll
Really?
over or under?
Johnny.
You definitely want to fail this one.
I failed.
Oh,
48
well,
over
I mean,
34.
that's not too hard for me. That's
Roll 1d10 to get 1d10 points of luck back.
Nice.
2.
Jesus.
I had something.
All right, and that's the adventure.
Hey, 21. I got
Christ.
blackjack.
Hey.
I wasn't sure we were going to make it out of that one.
Well,
Nope.
I did say we were finishing one way or the other. And I was not cheating on those rolls. You had 12 points, I hit you for 14.
Dear Lord.
Yep.
Oh my
I
God.
rolled the 7. I was not pulling punches, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am grateful that my character survives another scenario. Thank
Right.
you.
Thank
I
God
love
for
how you guys
Penelope.
went after
Jesus.
this guy. You're just gonna leave Viv?
No, please don't.
I mean, instinct. That's
Well, I mean, like, the guy shoots your friend, you got to kill the guy that shot your friend, right? I mean, and then you check on him.
Yeah, they say
Absolutely.
women are the emotional
This guy was
ones.
just stuck, basically tracked the Migo to where they dragged off his friend, and he was just waiting to ambush them when they came back.
See, I mean, Harry wouldn't have went back either way, right? Like with the beeping, that seems pretty ominous. But I kind of assumed that his brain was in one of the jars already. So when they flew off laden with gear, I assume his brain was in one of those jars.
They were actually not treating his injuries
Yeah.
to let his body die so that he would agree to go into a jar. They could have saved him, but they were letting his body,
shut down. Yeah.
shut down. Had you saved him, he would have lost a leg, but he would have lived.
Right.
Yeah,
But yes, this was an industrial accident at a MIGO facility that released these zombification spores that apparently only really affected deer.
Which I guess is good.
Right?
Look, I don't know where these stories come from, guys. I just this is just the way my mind is. I don't know what to tell you. I saw a picture of something called zombie deer, and I was like, hey, I can do that. I can make something out of that.
And you did.
And zombie deer are kind of scary. For those watching at home, do a search on zombie deer. They're horrific. So there you go.
Mhm.
You don't have to look. You don't have to hunt far and wide for horror. It's everywhere, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed that one. Our last game of 2024.
Oh dear.
Legitimately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. No, that was good. I'm glad we finally finished. I'm glad that we were able actually to finish
Yeah.
it because I wasn't sure we were going to ever do it.
So I know you guys never fully trusted those two guys, but were you starting to think maybe they're other investigators?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I absolutely did. Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't want to keep making insight checks because then that seems too gamey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? Like you pass one and you're like, I guess they're all right. And then you're like, oh, I guess they must be like us kind of thing.
Right. They were, basically they needed you to help control the situation. But they were never going to let you get off the mountain alive because you'd seen too much already. So they were just planning to get you to the cave. And then, once they're augmented by the MIGO, because literally it was 2 against 4. So they didn't like their chances of going up against you unless they lured you back to where they had allies.
Right. Right. And the story is believable that there's another cabin. I mean, it is an area where people go hunting. So it's not unreasonable that there would be another cabin on the other side of the hunting markers that denotes another property.
Well, I'm glad that, I was able to frame it in a certain way that it wasn't completely ridiculously obvious.
Yeah, no. In the first session, I was pretty sure it was Migo because we were in Vermont. I think I said something.
Mm-hmm.
But the characters don't know that, so it's easy to play.
Yeah.
Not knowing.
I think I even said, you're in
that.
You're in the mountains of Vermont and you hear some odd buzzing. What would make you think it's Migo?
Right.
Of course it's fucking Migo.
Wait, were they humans that were working for the Migo, or were they Migo?
The reporter who floated the story about the rabid bear, she was a MIGO agent. The forest ranger, he was a MIGO agent. They were both MIGO agents. They'd been working with the MIGO for years.
Okay.
So they were
Which
human?
would make sense in the way the story was originally, where the guy said the area was kind of spooky or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If that was still going on, but this guy's rich and doesn't care, and there's good hunting. So
it was basically that something got out and was spreading out of their area of control.
So
in the new version, there's an area where it's supposed to be an area of the woods where strange things happen, and it's supposed to be this Indian princess who was raped and killed by fur traders, and now her ghost is in the mountains and nobody goes there because odd things happen. So the whole MIGO story to keep people out was that it was like a haunted woods from this Native American princess, which was a total fucking fabrication. But that's what I came up with when I had more than 24 hours to think about it. And then I'm like, oh, this doesn't make any sense. I can do better than this. And I did. So I in the 19 months it took us to finish this game, I rewrote the entire thing.
Yeah. Fair.
All right. Well, play us out, Keyboard Cat, for the last time this year.
Yeah. Oh, you say it like that makes me sad a little bit.
You should be sad. What you guys fucking put me through the last 3 months. No, I'm happy. I look forward to many amazing games in 2025 with you guys if you'll have me and keep
course.
showing up to these sessions. I do appreciate it, even though it seemed like I don't, but I do.
Yeah. It's just we may have to come up with a better, like, you know, because the initial email was like, hey, this is probably going to be 2 sessions. And Alex was like, I'm out. I can't commit to that. Great. Perfect. You're an amazing human being. You know your limitations. You're not going to do it. But I think maybe in the future, we should be like, okay, it's going to be 2 sessions. These are the 2 days. Can you make these 2 days?
Yeah.
And then further weed it out.
Moving forward, there's going to be some changes.
Yeah. Because it's like, but it's whatever, right? Like life gets in the way, and
Right.
with all the holidays, and Molly was on vacation, and then Georgie was sick, or Jesse was sick, and then Regina was sick. Like
I think we all got sick in between.
At some point.
Yeah.
me.
I got sick twice. I had strep and a stomach virus.
Oh,
Yep.
gosh. Misery.
And I might have had a couple of grandkids. I don't know. It's all a blur.
What?
No.
It has been 27 years since we last played, so it could have.
Shit. All right. Well, so what's going on over Golden Goblin? What's in?
We are officially closed for the rest of the year. We typically always shut down between the 15th of December and the 5th of January, just because I don't want to be visited by 3 ghosts and the ghost of my dead partner. I don't like making people work on the holidays, and we don't have a war chest. We have goodwill. And so, yes, I tell everybody we're not working in from mid-December to the second week of February. So February of January. So we're shut down. Things are going well. Layout is pretty much done, or will be done soon on 2nd edition of Island of Ignorance. Legacy of Shadows, most of that layout is done. So we should be ready to release that soon. The Legacy of Arius Lurko, we have 4 of the 6 adventures fully edited post playtest. So we're hoping to finish that up early 2025. So yeah, there should be 2 books out relatively quickly, and hopefully a 3rd book out in the 2nd or 3rd quarter of 2024. So
That's
we're
awesome.
finishing up several projects.
Nice.
And for Dark Seas of Infinity, all 3 of the scenarios are written and in-house, and all but I think 5. I think 3 of the 5 3 of the 6 articles are already done and in-house as well. And I ordered a book to do one of the other scenarios that should be here in a couple of weeks.
Nice.
I'm like, hey, I'm writing an article on something I have no knowledge about. I better fix that. So yeah, that's what's going on for Golden Goblin Press. There was no real reason to rush and get anything done trying to get it out during the end of the year, because Chaosium can take up to 5 or 6 weeks to get back to us to approve something. So even if we got it done in November, they weren't going to look at it until January anyway. So
Yeah.
We just, kind of.
Yeah. That's cool. And
It's the first one we ever did, Max. So that makes 2 of us. Yeah, so that's Golden Goblin Press. We're starting to look forward to getting the forges back up and running to finish up some projects that are, almost out the door. Happy to report that.
Nice. Molly, I can't remember. You have anything to plug? Anything that you've got going on? Podcasts are on or anything like that?
Oh, nothing from me right now. Think so.
Okay, fair. Jesse's always on here, and Regina's on here sometimes.
Don't ask me about runners, dude. Just don't ask.
All right. Well, we have our Patreon up if you want to throw a couple of bucks our way. Ratings and reviews on iTunes or whatever your podcatcher of choice is. Probably helpful. There's a link in the show notes for Golden Goblins. You can get all of the cool stuff that's going on over there. There's also a link for the core products that we have available. And runners may not be core product for much longer. I don't know. That's a whole thing.
Max, Dark Seas of Infinity was a stretch goal for second edition Island of Ignorance. So if you back that Kickstarter, you'll be getting a digital copy when it's done. We're still writing the book, so it's going to be a while.
Yeah. I think that's it. Probably, right? Like, smash that like button, subscribe. I don't know, all those things. Doesn't matter.
Ring that bell for notifications.
There it is.
Go to our merch store.
Yeah.
Does Legends of Tabletop have merch?
Technically, there's a Cafe Press or a Zazzle or something.
We should make some shit, like just with some of our dopey lines of the show.
We could. The core T-shirts I wear sometimes are available on TeePublic, but I don't think we've ever other than the ones that I've bought. I think that's it. I think either I
think you bought one. I bought one. I think that's about it.
Yeah, that's it. Yay, consumerism.
Well, as Keith Doc Herber once told me, we better have fun doing this because there's really no money in it.
Yeah, it's just an excuse.
That was soul crushing when I first heard it, but it's been a comfort ever since.
Hey, it's it gives us an excuse to hang out and have a good time. So,
and that's
all
pretty
I
much.
need.
That's what gets me down off the edge every once in a while.
Fair enough. And he backed it, so
always depend on you.
Sweet.
All right.
Well, thanks everybody, and we'll
Happy
catch
New
you next
Year.
time.
Stay safe, drive safe, stay the hell home, drink at home.
Don't get sick.
Don't drive.
Stop getting sick.
Yeah.
If you drink at home, you don't drive drunk.
Unless your house is a car, then I don't know. But
Probably still don't drive though.
That's so sad on so many levels.
Just put your house in park and stay overnight.
you can edit that out. I'm sorry.
I feel like the ASPCA commercial just came on in the middle of our show. In the arms. $20 a month, you can sponsor this homeless alcoholic living out of their car.
I think I'm as red as a cherry right now.
I'm sorry, it's been a hard holiday season. My mind is just full of spiders at this point.
Nope, I don't edit video, so
at least. Come on. I was thinking camper van.
I live technically in a trailer home, so that's what I meant by that.
All right, guys.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Happy New
Catch you
Year,
next
everyone.
time.
Peace.
All right.